The EU's plan to send about 1,000 soldiers to the Central African Republic to join 6,000 African and 2,000 French troops is at risk due to the lack of equipment and manpower. Failure to launch the mission would be an embarrassment for the European Union, which has been trying to burnish its credentials as a security organization, and a setback for France, which has called for more European support for its efforts in the country. EU Foreign Policy Chief Catherine Ashton wrote to governments on March 11th to say the EU had hoped to launch the operation next Monday, but that the difficulties experienced in generating the necessary capabilities to establish the EU force put these plans at risk. Meanwhile, the United Nations Secretary-General Ban Ki-moon, who has been pushing for more troops in the Central African Republic, in New York met with 3 religious leaders from the country, who called on the UN to bring an end to the violence.
The
religious leaders that are present here refuse to think of each other as enemies. They do not tolerate divisions between the different groups in the society. It is the responsibility of the international community to give them a strong support.
Il est du devoir de la communauté internationale.
We are convinced, Minister Secretary General, that the cost of a peacekeeping mission is extremely high. But having in mind the complexity of this crisis, the deployment of the peacekeeping operation is extremely urgent.
Le déploiement de l'opération de maintien de paix des Nations Unies est d'une extrême urgence.
The country has been war-torn since December 2012, following attacks on Christians by Muslim militias and vice versa. Thousands of people are believed to have been killed, and 2.2 million, about half the population, need humanitarian aid. French and African troops say they are spread thin, and that a quick deployment of more troops to back them up is desperately needed. Maria Galang, CCTV.